Baths with baking soda for feet. How to do it and what do they help with? What are the properties of the baking soda solution? In what cases do baking soda baths for the feet help? How to do it correctly? And what course will lead to success? When such procedures are contraindicated? Watch the video to the end. We will tell you about a simple way to maintain your health using baking soda baths for the feet. Everyone is familiar with baking soda. This white powder with a brackish taste is used quite widely as a cleaning agent, a health-improving substance, an assistant during the preparation of various dishes. Soda has been known since ancient times, when it was obtained by evaporation from the water of soda lakes. Even in ancient Rome it was used for hygienic and health purposes. The soda solution is most often used. What are the properties of soda solution? In order for the soda to dissolve well and completely, you need to mix the powder with hot water. In cold water, sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is how chemists call this substance, dissolves very poorly, remaining in solution as a precipitate. The solution obtained by mixing water and soda powder has an alkaline reaction. It is due to the fact that the use of soda leads to alkalization. The positive properties of this compound are manifested. The possibilities of the baking soda solution are literally unlimited. They have a positive effect on the human body when used internally and externally. However, it is worth observing the recommendations of specialists when using the soda solution, especially in the case of its use internally. Local external use has a versatile effect on the skin. It leads to the healing of wounds. It also prevents inflammation. There are different methods of using the baking soda solution. These include general therapeutic baking soda bath sessions and the more commonly used baking soda foot baths. But no matter how the soda solution is used, it has this effect. It neutralizes excess acid because the alkaline solution reacts with acid and thus reduces the amount of hydrogen ions. Due to the alkalization, the local immunity is strengthened, tissue microcirculation improves, the water balance of the skin is normalized, nerve conduction is restored. Directly alkaline solution has antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal effects. The result of the application of baking soda baths and baths is: restore the microflora of the skin, destruction of pathogenic pathogens, creation of unfavorable conditions for intradermal parasites, improvement of blood supply to the skin, increasing the activity of cell regeneration, reduced swelling, analgesic and anti-inflammatory effect, reducing the intensity of itching, tightening skin turgor, elimination of trophic changes, cleansing the skin of absorbed impurities, neutralization of unpleasant odor. In what cases do baking soda foot baths help? Using baking soda foot baths is easy and inexpensive, and the effectiveness of these simple procedures is quite high. You can use such water therapeutic procedures in the following cases: to relieve fatigue. Soda bath for the feet, in a short time, just 15 minutes, relieves swelling and tension in the feet, removes the feeling of heaviness and bloating, often occurring at the end of the day. By increasing the activity of blood flow, speeding up metabolism, discomfort in the legs significantly reduced or disappear altogether. With increased sweating, often accompanied by a specific odor. Against the background of the application of soda solution will optimize the work of the sweat glands. Alkaline environment has a negative impact on the activity of microflora, creates unfavorable conditions for the reproduction of many bacteria. And it is as a result of the activity of microorganisms there is a specific smell. If there is a manifestation of fungal skin lesions of the feet and nails, soda solution has antifungal activity, and in the complex antifungal therapy helps to cope with the multiplication and parasitization of fungus, which are especially often localized in the folds under the toes or between the toes. This results in symptoms such as itching and burning. Increased sweating is noted. In the case of severe contamination, when the skin of the feet simply absorbed the dust, and around the nail beds accumulated dirt. If even simple soap doesn't help, a baking soda bath will cope with the excessive accumulation of dirt. Feet and nails will find such an important cleanliness for the health of the whole body. when, after wearing uncomfortable or unfamiliar shoes, blisters or corns have formed. Using a solution of baking soda will reduce pain, make the skin in problem areas softer, and will not allow secondary inflammation to develop. It will help wounds heal faster, and a healing crust will form. When the appearance of intense dryness of the skin of the heels, and the formation of excessive, hard seals on the heels, as well as emerging cracks in the skin of the heels. A solution of baking soda will soften the rough skin. That will allow you to get rid of it without effort, scrubbing with a pumice stone or a special file. Also, with deep open cracks, will have an antiseptic effect and will promote further healing. It relieves intense soreness. For softening near the nail seal resulting from an ingrown nail. The alkaline solution will make the tissue soft, reduce pain, remove inflammation, and properly shape the nail plate. If under the nails on the toes there is dirt, and even in places there is inflammation, you can see pus accumulation, which is accompanied by severe pain, then this situation can be resolved by using a bath with a baking soda solution. When a heel spur bothers you, it begins to hurt to step and press on the heel. Heel spurs are formed by the deposition of salts in the form of spikes on the heel bone. The impact of these seals on the plantar ligaments and leads to pain. Soda solution allows the tendons to stretch and the intensity of pain is reduced. Soda foot baths reduce catarrhal manifestations. They help with respiratory symptoms such as stuffy nose and severe cough. They reduce swelling of the pharyngeal mucosa, relieves difficult breathing caused by inflammation of the respiratory tract. Such procedures will relieve the effects of skin infections, which are manifested by dry and itchy crusts, in a fairly short period of time. How to do baking soda baths properly and what course of treatment will lead to success. For baking soda baths to have a beneficial effect, certain conditions must be met. Immerse your feet in water completely. The water should reach the lower part of the shin. Use warm water. And when it cools during the procedure, gently pour hot water, but at the same time take your feet out. And before immersing them again, be sure to stir the water and estimate its temperature, which should be between 45 to 55 degrees. The positive effect of baking soda water for foot baths is enhanced by contrasting temperature changes during the procedure. If the bath is used with the health-improving and general tonic purpose, it is necessary to move feet from the hot solution to the cold one. But in cold water to keep your feet for much less time than in hot water. It is better to make foot baths in the evening. After taking them, feet should be wiped dry and smeared with a nourishing cream or baby oil. You can do a simple bath with baking soda. Or you can add to them and other positive substances. Here are some types of therapeutic baths with baking soda. A simple, common baking soda bath is made by stirring a tablespoon of baking soda in 2 liters of water. For the soda to dissolve well, the water must be hot. Let the water cool to the desired temperature and immerse your feet in it for 15 to 20 minutes. With the addition of soap, 1 per liter of water you need to take a large dinner spoon of baking soda powder and the same amount of soap shavings. Soap shavings are made with an ordinary household grater. It is most useful to use laundry soap, but you can also use baby soap or any other soap. The main thing that was not allergic to it. Mixing in a basin components, whip them into a foam. It was in such a soap and soda foam and lower your feet. Such a bath is especially useful for fungal lesions. If you make a solution of salt and baking soda at the same time, such a water environment is good for saving fatigue and pollution. For 3 liters of hot water, you will need the usual tablespoon each of salt and baking soda. The duration of the procedure is 15 minutes. The water should be hotter. In cases of irritability, and at the same time the presence of rough skin on the heels, it is effective to mix for baths with a solution of soda and olive oil, adding a little essential oil. Per liter of water, a spoonful of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and a few drops of any essential oil. Such a procedure will relax and soothe, make the feet soft and the skin on them smooth. Milk and soda foot bath will return feet tenderness and neatness, help remove rough skin, and cope with microtraumas. For preparation, you need to dissolve a dessert spoonful of baking soda in a liter of milk. The duration of contact of the solution with the feet is 10 to 12 minutes. Soda baths with clay will help restore the youthfulness of the skin of the heels and feet. For 2 liters of water, you will need 3 spoons of cosmetic clay and a similar amount of baking soda powder. Such a treatment will bring the skin in order. It will easily help to remove even old calluses. If your feet sweat a lot and quickly become a source of unpleasant odor, baths with baking soda and vinegar will come in handy. For 4 liters of water, 4 spoons of baking soda and the same amount of apple cider vinegar. In addition to these ingredients, a couple of drops of pine essential oil are added. The soda solution in combination with hydrogen peroxide will remove the cracks formed on the heels in the short term. The proportion of the mixture is simple: 2 liters of water, 2 spoons each of large hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. When using baking soda foot baths, for the fastest result it is necessary, perform the procedures regularly. Do them until you achieve the desired effect, and then repeat them with long intervals between them for prevention. You can systematically do foot baths twice a week for a month. The duration of each session should not exceed 15 minutes. After softening and steaming in a baking soda solution, remove the surface layer of dead skin cells using a pumice stone or a special brush. After the procedure is over, feet should be thoroughly wiped with a paper towel, and a nourishing softening cream should be applied to dry skin. Are there any contraindications? The soda solution is alkaline, so it may in some cases have an irritating effect. Do not violate the recommended proportions so as not to cause unpleasant consequences. It is also not recommended to keep your feet in the baking soda solution in such situations. When there are open bleeding wounds on the legs, there are extensive erosive surfaces and large areas of damage. In such situations, it is possible to aggravate the existing process and increase pain sensations. If you have varicose veins, with thrombophlebitis and trophic disorders, alkaline environment can lead to the progression of the disease. In the presence of serious disorders of the heart and blood vessels, use of soda solution may cause exacerbation of existing disorders against the background of cardiovascular insufficiency. Diabetes mellitus, when there are signs of diabetic foot, with pronounced changes in the microcirculation. In the case of benign and malignant tumors, the cancer process can begin to progress. During pregnancy, especially during late pregnancy, or in the presence of fetal abnormalities. However, most contraindications are of relative importance, and you should consult your physician in each case. It is possible to use less concentrated solutions of soda and to reduce the duration of procedures.